press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello all, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today I am here with you with the same lesson what we are discussing in the last class. The name of the lesson is The Necklace, which was written by Guy de Maupassant. Okay. So in this lesson, in this story, we come to know about the main characters are, that is Matilda, then Mr. Loisel and Madame Frostier. So in the last class, you come to know about how Loisel and Mr. Loisel, they both are in some such difficult circumstances. Okay, so you know that Matilda, she was a ambitious lady. She was expecting more than from her life, whatever she has. Okay, and she is not thinking about whatever the things she has in her life. She has to be satisfied with it. No, she is deserving more for it. Okay, she would get more than that. Okay, so this is the story of Matilda. So once her husband was calling for a grand party. Okay, they are being invited for a party. Then she is with very angrily, she was argued with her husband that she didn't have that the beautiful dresses and jewelry. She complains it. Okay, then anyhow her husband was arranged the dress amount. Then he has given the idea to lend a jewelry from her rich friend, that is Madame Frostier. Okay, so all these things will be arranged for only one party. Okay, that is it's only the formal party. It is not the grand occasion for her. It's a formal party. Okay, because it is arranged for the office employees. But her desire, her ambition, her expectation are more than the middle class family. Okay, so like that. One day she has lent the necklace from her friend. So then she has wore it and she feels delighted. She feels like top of the world, and she seems like she has reached her success in her life. And after that, it was like her spirit was not in her control. She has totally lost her control, and she just enjoying the party. Okay, so after she has finished the party, they both, husband and wife, they were moving towards their house. Okay, so they are searching for the carriages and they were not got. They could get the carriage, and then they were reached to the home nearly 4 o'clock in the morning. And then when she was looking herself into the mirror, at the last the view where how she was looking, she was praising herself. Okay, in front of the mirror, she wanted to look herself with that diamond necklace. So then she observed that there is no necklace near the there is no necklace on her neck. Okay, so then she has observed that she has lost that necklace. Okay, so this is the last class summary. Okay, so now it's about today's story. So let's move to what happened now. She has lost, Matilda has lost the necklace. Okay, let's see what happened to those couple. Okay, Loisel already have undressed. Asked, what is the matter, Loisel? So he is also got tired, and he was also removing his dress. Okay, then again he was very shocked, and he asked that, what's the matter? Then she turned towards him excitedly. I no longer have a Madame Frostier's necklace. So suddenly she was looked into the husband, and she was turned to him. Then I have, she can't say it properly. Okay, with holding the breath, and she can't say the word. So I have lost. So I have no longer Madame Frostier's necklace. Then, hey, he arose in dismay. What? How is that? It is not possible. He arose means he was in alarm. Okay, he got in nervous. He was in a shock. That, what? See, he was exclaimed. And how it is? So how you have lost it? It is impossible. It is not possible to lose that. Then, and they looked in the folds of the dress, in the folds of the cloak, in the pockets, everywhere. They could not find it. So they were searching. They both, husband and wife, they both are searching in the frocks, in the folds of the frocks. Then the clocks means the wrap which she has covered as a shrug on her shoulder. So everywhere, and in the pockets, everywhere they were found out, and they were not got that. Then, and they looked He asked her, "You are sure you still had it when we left the minister's house?" So then husband asked to her, "So are you sure that when we all leave the minister's house, the necklace was there in your neck?" So then, "Yes, I felt it as we came out. Yes, when we all came out from the minister's residence, I felt it. It was there on my neck. But if you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall, and it must be in the cab." So if you are sure that it may be you have lost on the street, okay, and maybe in the cab where they have took the taxi. Yes, it is possible. Did you take the number? Maybe. So they both are means they are agreeing about that they have lost the necklace in the cab. Okay. So then they ask that, "Did you notice the number of the taxi?" "No." "And you? Did you notice what it was?" So they both of them, they were arguing that they both were have noticed the number, what it was, because if they have lost in the cab, how can they get the necklace? No, they both were responded, no, they both of them are not noticed the number of the cab. They looked at each other utterly cast down. Cast down means dejected, okay. With the dejected, they were looked at both of them at each other. Finally, Loisel dressed himself again. So then finally, when they were thinking a lot, so then Mr. Loisel, he was dressed himself again. Then, "I'm going," he asked, "over the track where we went on the foot to see if I can find it." So Mr. Loisel, he went to find out the necklace. So wherever they were walked on the track, on the streets, he could find it. Maybe it was fallen on the streets. It was fallen on the streets, so that's why he wanted to go on the streets to find out. And he went. She remained in her evening gown, not having a force to go to bed. So they both are nervous, they both are tensed, because that is someone's necklace, that is not their thing, okay, and it was a precious one. It's a diamond necklace, okay, and they were lended by the Madame Frostier. She has to hand over to her, she has to return back to her. So what they can answer her, okay, so they both are nervous, and Madame Loisel is also in a tense, and she remained in her evening gown, okay, and then she can't go to the bed, she can't go to sleep, okay. How can she sleep now? Towards 7 o'clock, her husband returned. He had found nothing. At 7 o'clock in the morning, so her husband came with no necklace, okay, there is no news of necklace. He went to the police and to the cab officers and put an advertisement in the newspaper offering a reward. So then he went to the police to complain, to file the case, okay, that they have lost the necklace, and then then he has visited the cab office to complain that if any cab driver, they could find it, they can hand over to the office. At least for that sake, he was complaining, and they were given the advertisement on the newspaper, okay, if they get rewards if they have hand over that necklace to them, okay. She waited all day in a state of bewilderment. Bewilderment means it's a confusion. So all the day she was waiting for the news, okay, with the confusion. She will get the necklace or not. Then this frightful disaster. So it was a frightful disaster. Frightful means it's like something like the disasters, like natural calamities, how it was hit to the land or to the ocean, how it seems. So like that, the life is like totally disaster, okay, to these couple. Then Loisel returned in the evening, his face pale, he had discovered nothing. So at the evening, Mr. Loisel returned with no hope, okay. He could not find nothing, he has not found that necklace. So they were trying the great effort to find out the necklace, but at last they were not find that necklace. He said, "Write to your friend that you have broken the clasp of the necklace and that you will have it repaired. That will give us time." She wrote as he dictated. So then Mr. Loisel has advised to her wife, okay, that his wife, that she could write a letter. So what she has give the reason here, she could give the reason that the necklace lock has broken. She has given for a repair to the jewelry shop. Okay, she was written the same thing what the Mr. Loisel has dictated. Okay, in that letter. At the end of a week, they had lost all hope, and Loisel, older by 5 years, declared, "We must replace this jewel." Okay, at the 1 week was passed like this. So now there is no hope to find that necklace. There is no news of necklace to find out. Okay, and then Loisel, he was a 5 year older than Matilda, okay, 5 year older than Matilda, and then he was declared that you should replace the necklace. Replace means she could get the necklace, another necklace to her, okay, to give her friend. Then in a shop of the Palais Royal, they found a chaplet of diamonds. Palais Royal means it's the name of the shop, jewelry shop. Okay, so chaplet means is the circlet. It is the shape of the necklace. Okay, shape of the necklace, diamond necklace. Then which seemed to them exactly like the one they had lost. So the necklace which they could find it in the shop, it is same, it is resembles to the necklace what they have lost, okay, and it was valued at 40,000 francs, and now the value of that necklace is 40,000 francs, and then they could get it for 36,000. On offer, they get this necklace on 36,000. Okay, the real price of the necklace is 40,000 francs, and because of the offer, they could get it in a 36,000 francs. Okay, so this is about. Now see what's the problem. So how they are suffering here now? What's the trouble? So they both are suffering because if they were not lent, if she has not lent that necklace from her friend, so there should be no problem at all. Okay, she could enjoy the party and again she could have to return at home, is it? But she feels like she wanted to be top of the world, she wanted to be delighted, she wanted to be elegant, she wanted to look pretty, more stylish, more graceful. So because of that, she wanted to pay her huge amount now. Okay, then Loisel possessed 18,000 francs, which his father had left him. Loisel has only had 18,000 francs, which the father has left after his father's death. So the amount has left for him. Okay, and he borrowed the rest. He had ruinous promises, took money from usurers and the whole race of lenders. Okay, usurers means it's a money lenders. Then ruinous promises, he ruined himself. Okay, to fulfill the necklace price. Okay, to get the necklace, same price, same cost, he should have to afford it. He just ruined himself. Okay, he just borrowed money wherever he could get. He just asked the money from the money lenders. Okay, so then with the lot of debt, then he went to get a new necklace, depositing on merchant's counter 36,000 francs. So finally they have collected the 36,000 with a lot of debts and loans and all. So they have deposited the 36,000 in to buy the necklace. Okay. When Madame Loisel took back the jewels of Madame Frostier, the letter said to her in frigid tone, "You should have returned them to me sooner, for I might have needed them." So once after she got a necklace, now she was in Madame Frostier's home to return her that necklace. Okay, so then she was in a strong tone. Frigid means it's a harsh and cold tone. So she was showing some little bit anger at her, okay, because so many days she has took that necklace. Okay, so then she was said, "You should have returned it to me as soon as possible. So you have taken it for needed. At least she has needed it for any other function. So that's why she was in a harsh tone and she said in a very harsh manner. Now, Madame Frostier did not open the jewel box as Madame Loisel feared she would. What would she think if she should perceive the substitution? What should she say? Would she take her for a robber? Okay, so here in this paragraph, in this line, Madame Frostier did not open the jewel box. Okay, she has not opened the jewel box, and not even the Madame Loisel has insisted her to open it. If she opened it and she could find it, if her friend would find it that, so this is not a necklace what she has handed over, what she was given her as a lend, what she has lended her, okay, and she will thought of it that it was not a substitute, it was a substitution of that necklace. Substitution means replace, okay, it is the replace of her necklace. What she would think, and she would think that she would rob it, okay, because she can't afford it. She is a middle class family woman, okay. So what she would think, so that's why she has not even said a single word whatever she was did, and she was lost the necklace, and she was not said the news of the lost necklace. Okay. The Madame Loisel now knew the horrible life of necessity. She did her part, however, completely heroically. It was necessary to pay this frightful debt. She would pay it. They sent away the maid. They changed their lodgings. They rented some rooms in an attic. Now, the Madame Loisel's life has changed. Okay, so it has changed drastically. So she has to remove the maid, because they can't offer the maid amount, okay, they can't pay the maid, okay, so they have to shift their home to the lodgings, and they have to shift it to the attic. Attic means they have took the room in one of the attic homes, okay. So then it is very necessary, and now she was understood that what is the necessary of life. Okay, she was understood now. So totally because of the necklace, her life is changed to her drastically. Okay, so this is about. She learned the odious work of the kitchen. She washed the dishes. She washed the soiled linen, their cloths and dishcloths. Now, till then she has not doing any kind of work. Now she has to do her work by herself. She is cleaning the cloths, she is cleaning cloths, she is washing utensils, she is doing the dirty work of the home, okay, which is the work, kitchen work, and she is always in a cleaning the floors, or from the using the bucket full of water she is to take, and she is washing the floor, okay, and she refused the street each morning and brought up the water. Okay, she was to go to the street and bring the water, okay, because they were shifted to some of the small rented home, okay, which is in the attic of the houses. Okay, there she was shifted. And then clothed like a woman of the people, she went to the grocers, butchers and the fruiterers with her basket on her arm, shopping, haggling to the last sou of her miserable money. Sou means former French coin of low value. So whatever she could purchase it, she is counting the every value of a amount. Okay, so it's a small coin also. She just bargaining. She is bargaining with the fruits. She is bargaining with the grocery shops. Okay, her dress were changed herself. She changed totally herself because of the poverty. Okay, now is the poverty. Now is the real poverty she is suffering. She used to get the water. She has to collect the water from the street. Okay, she is doing hard work. Okay, she is doing hard work which never she has done in her life. Like that. Thus the husband worked evenings. Similarly, her husband is also work with very hard manner. Then putting the books of some merchants in order. So after his office work, she is doing the part-time work. Okay, after that extra work he was doing at the evening to fulfill the debts. Okay, the debts, the money they have to, whatever the money they have to purchase for a necklace, so they have to give it back to them. No, so they have to. He was doing the double shift for his work, and he took the orders to book orders from the merchants, and then the nights he often did copying at 5 sous a pages. 5 sous means it's a coin amount of a price. Okay, price of a pages. He just fixed some of the when he was copying the orders. So he just fixed the price for that copying of the pages. Then, and this is the life lasted for 10 years. At the end of the 10 years, they had restored all. So like that, they both were, the husband and wife, they both are working hard, okay, to fulfill all the debts and the loans, whatever they have took to purchase that necklace. So it was continued for 10 years, okay. So continuous 10 years they have, both of them they have worked, okay. So then at last after 10 years they were restored it all. Restored means they were paid all the debts amount, all the lended money and everything, they have cleared it, okay. So it takes a time of 10 years. Then Madame Loisel seemed old now. So after 10 years she became old. She had become a strong, hard woman and crude woman of a poor household. Now she became very hard woman. So before that she was a very pretty lady, she was a very soft woman, she was talking in a polite manner, okay. But now she became very hard, very rough, okay. She was talking very rudely with anyone. And her hair badly dressed, okay. Her hair was not good looking, her dress was also not in good looking. So it was badly dressed. Her skirts ori means dirty. Her skirts also in a dirty. Her hands red, she spoke in a loud tone. So now for 10 years, her behavior was totally changed because of the condition, because of the poverty, because she has to tolerate the things whatever she had done, okay. So then her tone became changed. She was talking very loudly and then washed the floors with the large piles of water. So again and again she was washing the floors with the large pile of water, with the bucket of water, okay. Then but sometimes when her husband was at the office, she would sit herself before the window and think of that evening party of former times, of that ball where she was so beautiful and so flattered, okay. So when her husband was not returned from office, when he was taking extra work in the office, so then she used to sit in front of the window and she was looking into the window and looking out from the window, and she was thinking about that evening when she was visited, when she was invited for a party, and how she was looking at that day, okay, and how she was praising herself. So that she was thinking about that day and she was praising herself, how she was looking that day, okay. Then how would it have been if she had not lost the necklace? Yes, if she was not lost the necklace, the things are changed. The things are different now. Her conditions were not worst like that, whatever she feels now. Who knows how singular is life, how full of changes, how a small thing will ruin our savor. See, now she understands the life lesson here. It's about only a small thing. The necklace is about a small thing, but it takes a time of 10 years. Okay, so here it says he feels saddened. He feels sad herself, and it is saying about it as it is only about one incident. It changed the life of a man or a woman, okay. And here that incident, it can be save one or spoil it. So it is spoiled, actually the life has spoiled because of that necklace, okay. So it has not saved, it has took over 10 years from their life, and that is the sad life, okay. Then on Sunday, as she was taking a walk in a Champs-Élysées to rid herself of the cares of the week, she suddenly pursued a woman walking with the child. It was Madame Frostier, still young, still pretty, still attractive. So one Sunday evening, she was walking on the streets of Champs-Élysées. Champs-Élysées is the name of the street where she was visited there, and there she was tired with her work and she wanted to take care of herself. So she came to the walk, and suddenly she saw there was a woman, and that woman was the Madame Frostier, her friend, and so she had a little child. Still she was young. That Madame Frostier, she was young, she was pretty, and she was more attractive. That Madame Loisel was affected. Should she speak to her? Now Madame Loisel was affected. She was thinking about she should speak her. She was asking a question to herself. Is it right to talk to her or not? Yes, certainly. And now then that she had paid, she would tell her all why not. Yes, she can talk to her, and now she could say all the story. Now she had paid that, no, she had replaced the necklace, whatever she had borrowed from her. She replaced it now. Yes, why not she say that story, what happened to her? Then she approached her. Good morning, Jean. Jean, her name, okay, Madame Frostier's name. That she approached her. She went near to her, and she says she was wishing to her with the Sean. Her friend did not recognize her, was astonished to be so familiarly addressed by this common personage. Astonished means shocked. Her friend was shocked because she was not recognized. Who is this lady? Because her dress sense, her face, everything, it was totally changed. Okay, Madame Loisel was not looking like before how she was looking 10 years before. Okay, so now she is totally changed. Her attire, her the face, okay, her hair, everything, it was changed now. She stammered. Now she stammered, Madam, but Madam, I don't know. You must be mistaken. So Mrs. Madam Frostier, she said to her by stammering, I don't know, Madam, who are you? She was not recognized her. No, I am Matilda Loisel, she said. No, I am Matilda. So you know me. So like that she was responded. Her friend uttered a cry of astonishment. Oh my poor Matilda, how you have changed. So now she understand that she is the Matilda. So now she was very utterly voiced. She was said, oh my poor Matilda. She was showing sympathy towards her friend. So why you change like this? Yes, I have had some hard days since I saw you, and some miserable ones, and all of because of you. Yes, I have changed now because of some of the hard days, some of the difficult days I have seen. All this because of happened because of you. So now she is giving her responsible for Madame Frostier. Now, because of me, how is that? So she was shocked and she was asked, because of me, your conditions are like this. No, you recall the diamond necklace that you loaned me to wear to the minister's ball. You just recall me about your diamond necklace. You just loaned me to wear in the minister's ball. You have given to me. You just remembered it? Yes, very well. Yes, I remembered that, she said. Well, I lost it. Now, Madame Loisel said, yes, but I lost it. How is that? Since you returned it to me, no? So then she said, yes, how is that possible? You have returned it me. You have given that necklace. I return another you exactly like it. Yes, I return it, but it is exactly, I return it, that is the another piece, whichever I have returned to you. That is not your necklace. And it has taken us 10 years to pay for it. So here she says the sad story of her. It takes her 10 years for her, from her life to pay for that necklace. Okay, you can understand that it was not easy for us who have nothing, but it is finished and I am decently contained. Okay, so you know that we are not fulfilling the diamond necklace. We were not fulfill the price of the diamond necklace. Okay, so you know that we can't fulfill it. To pay for that a heavy amount, so we have lost our 10 years. Okay, so I am decently contained means I am satisfied because we cleared all our loans and debts. Madame Frostier stopped short. She said, you say that you bought a diamond necklace to replace mine? So then Madame Frostier, again she was asking with a very shocked manner that you are saying that you replaced a diamond necklace. So whatever it was mine, instead of that you had hand over me a diamond necklace? Then yes, you did not perceive it then? They were just alike. So you have not perceived means identified. I think you have not identified it because it is a same, it has a similar piece. Okay, so she said, alike means it's the same one. And she smiled that proud and simple joy. So Madame Frostier, she was joyed and she feel proud. She feel proud that her friend has suffered a lot and she had written it without saying that about the lost news of the necklace, without saying that she feels proud about her friend. Okay, then and with the simple joy, she feels happy for that. But again she says, Madame Frostier was touched, took both her hands as she replied. She was touched, means she was sad about when she heard the story of her friend. Okay, and she took the hands of Madame Loisel and she said, oh my poor Matilda, mine were false. So she said in a very pleased manner, okay, with a very sorrowful manner, because her necklace were artificial, okay? It was not a original piece. It is not made with the original diamond. It is a artificial one. It a duplicate diamonds it is, okay? It was a false. Then they were not worth over 500 francs. So those diamonds which were present in that necklace which you have lost, so it's only about, it's worth of rupees 400 francs, okay, not more than that. So now she feels sorry for that, and now she feels proud also that her friend was suffered too, because too has replaced the same necklace and she has given the diamond necklace for her. So this is the story of today's lesson, okay? So the necklace. So from this lesson, we just understand that how we should have to be satisfied that whatever we have. If you are having desire with what the others have, so we are in our problems. If we are in our problems, so that problems we should have to pay more for that. Okay? Yes, anyhow we will get it. Because the desire, because our mind is, it is not sit quiet. So it find a ways to find out that the desires, is it? But last, what happened? We have to pay a lot. So both Madame Loisel and Mr. Loisel, so both have took nearly the 10 years from their life. Okay, with the hard life, with the difficulties they have seen in their life, everything they have suffered. Okay, so this is the message. Only because of the one incident, the life has changed. Either it may be the ruin or it may be saved. Okay, it has spoiled the 10 years of the couple's life. Okay, so this is about today's class. I hope that you have understand this lesson, and we will meet you in the next class. Till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.